The feminine is in love with a man, or if you don't go by gender standards, gender specific standards, then let's talk about the energy. The feminine energy is in love with the masculine energy, and the masculine energy, or anyone surrounded by the masculine energy, she constantly feels that there's a lot of convincing she has to do. She has to make a lot of effort. She has to prove that she's worthy for someone's time and attention. All of that goes in her head, and she doesn't like it as in it's going on for a long time. And no matter what she does or she did in the past, she felt that there is a background story inside her head, which keeps telling her that you're not worthy enough. You need to do more. You need to do more. You need to do more. Those people don't like you. Those people are not fond of you. What are you thinking? They're not so into you. Or even when you're sitting alone, say you're sitting on a table with 10 people, 12 people, and if constantly you're thinking about yourself, your image, and sharing or talking about things that make you look very superior and things like that, then definitely, if not superior, because every superiority complex related feeling is connected to an inferiority complex related feeling. Okay? So actually, anyone who's trying a lot to be likable, deep inside they don't think that they're likable just the way they are. Okay. Again, I would like to talk about some toxic celebrities, females. See, anyone can wear whatever they want. Okay. But the biggest problem with these people is that they themselves objectify sex and their body parts. They use it to look beautiful, or they use it to seduce people. Now, if you are in high vibrational energy, someone is standing naked in front of you, you won't get aroused by that person, or you won't even care. Or you might just leave from that room if by chance you happen to see this. You can wear anything you want. You can go out naked also. That's not a problem. Do it. Do whatever you want to do. But if you are putting out the wrong messages in the planet, like you're telling people that, if you have a body like mine, or if you have an ass like mine, if you have bust size like mine, or you put your these lip fillers and you get Botox and you get all the plastic surgery done, they are also in a relationship. They are also probably making babies and having children and having boyfriends or husbands and this and that. The toxic feminine doesn't care about these things. She only wants her image to be out, and she only wants to look good, and she only wants to massage her ego as much as she can. But a divine feminine, on the contrary, is very beautiful without doing all these things. She is a beautiful soul, a beautiful person. Now she needs to understand that she does not need to please anyone. If people don't like her, if people are not in, coordination with her, or if people are just doing their thing, she should never take any of this personally. You just have to be by yourself. Even if you're with 10 people and you're a very good listener in a group, even that works. That is a gift as well, Sometimes there are some places where you can't share everything. Like for me also, and for you also, if I go out somewhere to meet my friends, do you think I talk about twin flames with them? Even if I work with couples, or even if I meet couples and I hang out with them, I don't say, twin flame this, twin flame that. If they ask my profession, I tell them that this is my profession. I'm an author and I'm a therapist, and I do this and I do that. That's about it. But if you are sitting with a group of 10 people, I'm just giving you a hypothetical scenario, and you're talking about something which is very normal according to you, and the other person picks on it, catches it, and walks up to you and starts asking those questions, then you can understand that this one person is literally a bit more aware, spiritually more aware, more awakened than the others. I'm not saying that the others are not, but without talking about a certain subject, there are so many people who get drawn to this subject. Sometimes people don't even know this subject. Most people who work with me, they have told me this thing, that they found out about twin flames when they were either in the runner-chaser dynamic, which was like really causing them a lot of misery and suffering, or they left that runner-chaser dynamic and got into the surrender stage by their own wish and will. A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this session, I'm going to be talking about the divine feminine is done with convincing other people about her love and about her intention. This energy is basically her own energy. This will be mirrored by the masculine, of course. Anyone, who would be playing that role. But as I have said in the past sessions also, and I keep sharing this on my channel, there are many people who run a cult called Twinflame, or there are many people who see it as only as a romantic companionship, which is actually quite low frequency, to be honest. And at the same time, they are very limited in their approach that this is the only way you can be in twin flames. So they tell people that until unless, somebody doesn't come back to you, until unless somebody doesn't speak to you this way, that way, or you have to do this twin flame journey and twin flame work as a couple. So these things create a lot of confusion. Some people even say that you got to do your mission work along with your twin flame. And this whole thing has been exaggerated by many people. I'm not saying that there are not good channels. Even I watch some of the videos on and off. They come on my feed. And I see that there are some people who've put in a lot of effort to create the channelings and to create the content. However, the sad reality is, or a sad part is, that type of content does not help many people, because again there is a desire is created to get communication from someone, get a call from someone, get out of a bad relationship. Suddenly you want the things to be from toxic to become very hunky-dory, very harmonious. And then when you do this in a couple scenario, like you consider that one person is your masculine and the other is your feminine, that way if you do it, or you think that my divine counterpart has to be like this or has to be like that, okay? It's not happenstance, my friends. It's like you are putting effort, too much effort, in doing something which you should not be doing actually. If you put effort in things that are a part of you, you are a natural nature being and you're creating some things in your life. Most importantly, you're creating feeling of peace, contentment, and that you are worthy of love, right? But then that's not how we see things going on in many places. So sometimes people get confused. Now this is just a disclaimer that I wanted to give so that anyone who's present on this channel does not fall for those typical twin flame information providers who say that you got to sit next to someone, your male or female divine counterpart, only then you're in a twin flame journey and your union is complete. That is a big piece of bullshit, my friends, and you should not believe it. And also, twin flames are supposed to be extremely independent, extremely highly independent, multi-dimensional beings on planet Earth who are here to raise the vibration of Earth. If you look at Earth is such a big planet and you have 7 billion people on this planet. So just imagine you are here to raise the frequency of 7 billion or 8 billion people on this planet right now. A bunch of people, a few million, like I won't even say 10-20 million, it's probably 1.5 million people would be doing something like this. So do you think that such a great task or such a power-packed, energetic task can be completed by those people who are still stuck in the desires of romance and romantic fulfillment, and also telling other people to do the same, manifest the same? There are many people who are in bad relationships, and even they are going on and on and on because of the karmic entanglement or the karmic influence in their life. So if you are wanting to live a life as a successful twin flame and to do what you're here to do, first and foremost, you need to understand that you don't need to convince anyone to follow a certain type of path. The divine feminine feels in her heart space nowadays, the one that I'm channeling, that if she loves someone, or if she loves something, or if she herself is struggling with the idea of love, she is tired of convincing other people, and she is in no mood to prove something to anyone for that matter. Okay, so with time, when you do proper inner work, the correct type of inner work, when you do, it can be any which way. You can do it yourself also, or you could work with someone like me also. There's no hard and fast rule for that. In fact, some of the people who write to me, they have been listening to the content for a long time now, and they keep writing to me on and off. Like, I have benefited from this content a lot. Or they feel that they continuously, because they listen to the content, the sessions, the video that is being given, and they feel that this information is not being given anywhere else, because every twin flame coach is going to tell you to find a person, like to get into a physical relationship with a person, with anyone, and then that's your union. Or they may be, they may have gone through some very horrible experiences in the past, and now after maturing a bit, they found out someone who is like equal to them, or some old person, some ex they were with for a long time comes back and changes. So those who are giving it as an example, it's okay. Like, yeah, I had someone in my life, and that person was my ex, and I was in a relationship, and so many years we were separated, and after I started doing proper inner work, I started working on myself. Now that person comes back to me. We are in a cordial dynamic. We are friends also. We meet also. And obviously, it's not a hidden secret that once upon a time we were in a relationship, we were in love, right? This is also a possibility that can be shared in the twin flame community. But according to me, and according to how it should be, and when I say me, again, it's not like the me, the identity speaking. It's just my experience, guys, because I also wasted a lot of my time thinking that this is the twin flame dynamic which is correct, which the others, the cults, there are many cults right now on internet, people who run the twin flame community related cults also. So they have a very different approach, in terms of how you can heal, how you can become better, and how you can become happier. However, that's not the correct thing. That's not the true thing. And this divine feminine that I'm channeling right now, she figures it out somehow in the journey by, like spending a lot of time and trying to do things that the other people think is correct. She feels that no, be it my partner, be it a friend, be it a family member, be it anyone, be it work colleagues, be it my peers, I don't want to waste my time thinking if I'm likable or not. In a man-woman situation, in a relationship situation also, this may be like really good for people who are in harmonization phase, even surrender phase, okay? But harmonization is, more like you're out of the hermit mode and you're open to meet people. You are also open to meet a past lover, or you're ready to be, in a new relationship, absolutely new relationship. But then because you have been doing inner work, you can see the triggers and you can see the problems. And sometimes it will also look like, say you got triggered by a person you love, or maybe you're dating someone. I'm just giving these examples just to help you out. You can be anything. You can be married, you can be single, you could be dating, you could be in a hermit mode, you could be asexual, you could be whatever, doesn't matter. These things don't matter at all. Okay? Because a twin flame dynamic is not specifically for couples. Now, this is the problem I've been facing myself also. I don't know why there are some people who write to me and tell me nothing wrong. I'm sure some of them do it out of love, but I know a lot of them do it out of curiosity also, and they want to ask, ma'am, please share your twin flame story with me. I mean, I've been doing this work for 12 years. What more you want me to share? I've written a book. I have a channel that has 600 plus videos, and I've been working, with so many people all over the world. Some of them, when they come to me, they are already married and they're struggling with a twin flame relationship. their marriage is on the rocks, and the twin flame has betrayed them, cheated on them, used their money, or the twin flame finds another girlfriend or boyfriend, or something happens that breaks the heart of that person. But they don't understand that this, and they're confused. Say the person says, I'm married to someone, but I have a thing for a twin flame, feeling for some twin flame. And what do I do? Like, should I leave my marriage? Should I end everything? Because I have children. I have a husband who's been nice to me. Technically, he's been nicer to me than many other people. But what I feel for the twin flame is too intense. Okay? When someone says this to me, I can bet on anything. I can guarantee this to you, that they are physically involved with another person, intimate with another person as well. It's not an esoteric relationship. It's not a connection, a heart connection, So that's why they get betrayed and they get duped by such people, because the other person doesn't give a rat's ass about twin flame journey or spiritual ascension or this or that. For other people, it's just a normal life that they're living, a regular life according to them, where they have to go to work, make some money, do the jobs and this and that. For twin flames, for ascensioners, their biggest job is to connect with source, is to do source integration. There's no other job that they are here to do. And some of them realize it when they go further and further into the source integration. They realize it, that source is actually the provider of whatever they need. Some of the people tell me, I always wanted to get into therapy, but I could not afford therapy. So I would tell them, when they write to me, I would tell them that just work on your business, a job, become independent, and then come for therapy. You're going to ask money from your family, or you're going to, ask something for free, like, please help me out. It's not going to help you out, because even my goal is to make every single twin flame on this planet absolutely independent. When I say every single, I don't know, like every single is going to meet me or not, every twin flame. But who knows? You never know what's there in future, I'm already setting up a place for ascensioners where they can come and stay, and they can volunteer, and they can work, and they can learn in person also. And if it's not about learning, then they can just tour around. They can just, meet some more people, and they can understand what is mission work much better. So mission work and source, these things go together. Once you're integrated with source, once you're full of faith into source, automatically your mission work will start. Okay. So here I'm going to channel one feminine, but there are many, one in many, so one person shifts, many people will shift. That's what twin flames are here to do. They are here to teach the world, or show to the world, if not teach. They are just here to show to the world what is a real lifestyle, what is unconditional love, what is independence, what is freedom. And this all you do without, looking for materialistic gains or pleasures. Now, why do you have to work, and why do you have to get a job, and why do you have to do business? So that you're not depending on other people, as simple as that. As long as you're going to depend on other people, men, women, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, children, parents, grandparents, bosses, as long as you're going to depend on other people, you will not be at peace. So you need to create a way, you need to find out a system, you need to create something within your own ecosystem. If you work only in your own ecosystem, you can bring a huge change, which you may not be even aware of. So the feminine loves the masculine. Say, for example, there is a character here that I'm talking about. She loves the masculine, she loves the man a lot. All of that is there. There are many people in the twin flame community, contrary to popular belief once again, they are the ones who walk out of these relationships which have a lot of runner-chaser dynamic. There is a lot of disrespect. There is no clarity. Lies are being told to them. Gaslighting is being done to them. The other person doesn't want to leave them. Okay, they only decide. Because when they go through this hardcore runner-chaser dynamic phase, or when they are ready to surrender, that's the time they start looking for information online. And isn't it so magical that some people, without even knowing the word twin flame, they just type randomly, going through an intense experience, don't know what to do. This is a strange relationship I'm in. I'm going through hot and cold behavior constantly. Or someone who's in separation, they just moved out of that relationship of that person, even though they felt that, I really love this person. And then They started doing the research work that, doing this, doing that, and suddenly something related to twin flame pops up on their screens. So how do they get access to that information? They didn't even type the word twin flame, and twin flame related videos popped up because it matched with what they were looking for, right? So now when you're looking for information, you want to get into union, you want to get into permanent union, you want to be happy, you want to be content. That's the actual goal, to find the truth. So every single person in the twin flame journey, and I would say this again, genuine twin flames, they are here to look for truth. They are the lovers of truth. You can be a lover of a person, a human being. You can be a lover of, a man and a woman. But when you become the lover of truth, that's the time you actually start enjoying this journey. Because then you can bifurcate things. Then you can, make different categories. You just basically divide that energetic problem that you have into different parts, and you analyze it from all angles, different point of views. Okay, then it becomes very easy for anybody, for that matter, to actually let go of the fact that somebody does not like you enough. Somebody does not like you in order to be with you, to talk to you, to message you, to give you attention and importance, to be there for you. If there are too many mind tricks going on, there is this ghosting phase that you continuously go through. But then understand, if someone has ghosted you, what should you do? They have ghosted you for a reason. Maybe you were too clingy. Maybe you were expecting a lot. And some of you who were not doing anything physically, they have also gone through this thing that without doing anything physically, not making any efforts, the other person is still not giving them any acknowledgement. They have not even done anything. Like if I say you made too much effort, that's why the runner ran away from you. You're like doing it over the board sort of a thing. So there is no need to do so much, first of all. If someone loves you, they will love you no matter what you do. Okay, and these phases of, like getting ghosted by someone or you ghosting someone else, all of this is basically happening because you need to wake up. That's it. And you need to stop taking everything personally. So the real growth and progress happens when you don't take other people's bad behavior, other people's opinions, other people's point of view not affect you negatively. You just see it as someone's perception. You just see it as someone's point of view. As simple as that. If someone questions you, if someone asks you that, what, I really like your lifestyle, I really like what you're doing, can you tell me more about it? Like, even I want to be like this. Yeah, then you can go ahead and talk to them. But otherwise, there is no need to tell people who you are and what you do and where you come from until and unless they don't ask you. Another thing is that the feminine realized that being an empath, she usually is very sensitive towards energy. She has been like that. Even in a, like I said, in a group dynamic where all people are talking, she would pick on energies of everyone, and that's because the focus is a lot on the energy of unworthiness. Am I worthy? Am I unworthy? So you listen into people and you try to think, is it about me or has it got something to do with me? Or the conversation, what is the topic? What is the subject? If I don't say this, if I don't say that, if I don't give my opinion, I may not fit in. And just in case she does give her the opinion, then she starts thinking, was my opinion taken correctly? Was it perceived well? Did I come across as a person who other people would love to hang out with? And blah, blah, blah. Now this you copy paste into a relationship. The lover, constantly thinking that the lover doesn't like me that much, or the lover's family doesn't like me that much, and that could be the end of my relationship. Or, we're just so triggered with each other all the time. We're always fighting. And then, you're unable to forgive that person because of the fights and the words you throw at when you are fighting and arguing. So once you start doing inner work, you realize that there are certain people in your life who will remain the way they are. It's only your attachment towards them. It's only your expectations from them. lots and lots of expectations you have from them. We always expect a lot from others when we ourselves are codependent. The feminine is tired of being codependent. She's tired of thinking that other people, someone else is going to do this and do that with me. Even if it's your work, even if it's something you love, please understand how you love something or someone is something which is very personal to you. Now, that is something which is personal to you. People are simply mirrors. And the people you have a crush on, or the people you love, or the people you are in relationship with, the people you are engaged with, all of these people, they are also your mirrors. So through them, you can see, if say you constantly feel that nobody likes you, or you're unworthy of love, or you're not able to fix your job, or you're not able to make money, or your family members don't understand you, and there's a lot of narcissism in your template, which you cannot fix, you're really tired of doing it. So that coming to that level of understanding is also very important, that you cannot please everyone and you cannot be liked by everyone. And if people are not liking you, if you're not satisfying their needs, or you're not there for them. So these feminines that I'm talking about, people in female bodies, I'm talking about right now, these women, these girls especially, they have gone through that type of a dynamic, a family dynamic, or a biological, relationship dynamic, where she was the caretaker of other people. Didn't matter how old she was. Say it's a 2-year, 3-year-old child and she is crying about something, maybe a balloon or maybe a toy. She goes to her mother or father and she goes and wants to tell them that, I need a balloon or something happened to me. But she sees the father and mother are quarreling with each other, or the mother is crying in one corner, father is left out, gone for work or whatever, or they're just having some deep argument about anything. And the child looks at them as somebody who is suffering more than them, the child. It can be any child, it can be you, me. I'm just giving an example, okay? So the child basically also has some issues that need to be taken care of. It doesn't matter. In the child's world, those issues are big. You might think it's just a child crying for something, but there is a reason the child is crying or cranky or looking for something or some relief or some love. I'm not talking about overprivileged children over here. I'm talking about these children who since birth are empathetic and sensitive. Okay. So they see constantly the mother is crying in one corner, she's complaining about the father, or she's never happy. So the child starts taking care of that mother or father, whosoever it is. And because at such a young age, instead of being taken care of, you're taking care of someone. And you also want the atmosphere and the environment to be healthy. Imagine just a child is doing so much, trying to fix the atmosphere. So going and telling the mother, why are you crying? Don't worry, everything will be okay. I will take care of you. I will look out for you always. If it's a financial issue that the family has been facing, then again the child is getting dragged into it, because constantly they tell the child that we don't have money for this, we don't have money for that. Or the upbringing is being done in such a way that there is some kind of a religious regime they follow, some kind of spirituality they follow, but in the life they are not able to practice it fully. So it becomes a ritual. So the child is trying to figure out so many things, and then one fine day the child has to grow up and be in these adult situations where all they saw the adults doing was fighting, quarreling, not forgiving. So fighting and quarreling is okay, no problem. You can fight, you can quarrel, you can argue. But if you don't forgive, then it will become a drag. It will be creating a lot of bitterness, and especially people who live under the same roof. They're constantly grumpy, or they're always being sarcastic with each other, or they're just not there for each other. On top of that, they have few children who are now supposed to take care of them. So growing in those atmospheres, there is one more thing that the feminine had to go through, the female had to go through, the one who has a female body had to go through, is this feeling that if I am not doing these many things, then I am of no use. I will get discarded. There is a sort of a fear in that person, in these people that I'm talking about. Though I'm channeling one person, but I'm 100% sure many people will resonate with this. So, You are just taking care of other people, and the day you stop doing that, you are not liked by them. That's what you feel, number one. So that becomes like a subconscious message. So wherever you go, you are pleasing people, or you're forcefully listening to them. Even in the lover dynamic you have, you're constantly pleasing the lover, sexually especially, because in your childhood you were taught to do whatever you can to please a person, to make a person happy. Obviously in the families these things are not required, but once you are in a relationship, when you date someone, when you meet someone, somehow they actually either like you for your looks, for your body, and they feel that yeah, she can give me a good time, I can enjoy with her. So that's how it works for them. Even that is trying to convince someone that, you know what, I am good to be loved, because see, I do so much for you. I sleep with you, I cook for you, I call you every single day. The reason why I am discussing this with all of you people is that the divine feminine is the creator of a lover too. It's because every single person out there, be it divine feminine or masculine, you are the creator of your own lovers. Or you are the ones who are creating an ecosystem which is based on who you are naturally. Okay? So this is it, guys. You don't have to make extra effort. You don't have to convince other people to love you, to like you, to talk to you, to hang out with you. If you have to, then you need to understand that you need to take a step back from that situation. And she is going to do the same. She's already doing the same. She's taken a step back and she's in so much peace because of that. So much peace and contentment is there because she doesn't have to go after people anymore. So internally she is happy. Internally she is relaxed, and she is also not internalizing the messages that don't serve her. The problems, the challenges, the negative emotions, they are always there in different places and different things. But your focus on them or your reaction to them is what changes your life. Your whole life is about becoming fearless and integrating with source. Okay, because if you are fearless, some people are fearless, okay, but they are not doing the right things. They are fearlessly doing the wrong things. So that's the reason why you need to integrate with source, because source will not, once source is integrated within you and you are integrated with the source energy, you will not do anything that is a wrong thing. You will try to not do anything wrong. And at the same time, you're not going to put yourself in those situations where you also have to always be accountable or always have to be doing something for those people who really don't even need it. You don't have to serve people who are already okay. You don't have to serve the adults who are already fine. You are here to volunteer for people who need you the most, who need to be surrounded by a presence of love. It's not always physical. It doesn't have to be physical, my friends. But in your own ecosystem, you can do physical manifestation because they are all happening on their own, any which way. Okay, so for your personal situation, you can check out the description box and you can write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com, and you can also book a therapy with me. Kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me because we follow a step-by-step procedure to work on your mission, your union related energy, feelings, and the inner work you're doing, most importantly, for which you're planning to take a hand holding session. Okay, so just wait for the right time and it will be done the way I just mentioned. The protocol has to be followed for everyone the same way. Thanks a ton for being here, for showing up for yourself, for standing up for yourself, for wanting to be independent and working on that direction. If you're going to make efforts in the right direction, then only they are the correct efforts. If you're going to make efforts in the wrong direction for the wrong people, they will cost you a lot, right? So one love and peace out, and see you soon in another one.